Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. We're looking at new gameplay area and points of interest for the game today. We had a tour of the new underground facilities that Cloud Imperium are working on in this week's Inside Star Citizen Underground Playground. The EU Sandbox 2 team are working on this feature currently. This was first shown at CitizenCon 2022. The goal for the facilities is to add new points of interest that are large structures above ground, but then lead into these massive areas underground that can be used for a huge range of content. They are midway through the white box phase of the first planned release of this feature. They are absolutely massive areas, but they will be filled with missions and content. Anything that exists currently in Star Citizen and future mechanics are likely going to be part of the underground areas too. So when you think of various types of mission that could be there might in the future as well be heists, VIP protection, assassination, delivery, and much, much more. It's all a work in progress though. Everything and anything could and will change and evolve, so bear that in mind. They start us on Pyro 3 with an underground facility placed nearby and flew to it. The exterior of the facility is massive. There are landing pads on either side of the facility, but they decide to land on the top. Now, and there's a lobby, sort of access point on the top of the facility as well. There are airlocks there in case that you are on a planet or moon that has a dangerous atmosphere. The lobby is very spacious. These areas will be the first point of call if you have a low reputation with the company, or if you just want to, get a certain type of mission. But you'll be able to get entry-level missions here, and they'll also display all this sort of branding for a company that you're at, so you very much know that you're at something that's owned by Crusader or by ArcCorp or whoever the actual facility is genuinely owned by. Yeah, but these are big areas. They have loads of windows, allowing you to see some more of the structure and directly out onto the planet's surface. We also saw in the video that there was another underground facility nearby as well. These buildings are absolutely massive, so it could actually be quite far away. There are various offices and routes around the facility on the sort of main floor that we're on here, and there might be quite a lot of gameplay associated with these, so you might have to retrieve an item or get some data from a computer, or it might just be sort of missions that sort of teach you the layouts of an area, so you might have to go to the lobby to start with, talk to reception, and then actually get directed to an office to go talk to a mission giver. They go down then into the underground facility entry, sort of the top elevator room there. So this is a main entry point for the underground facility. There's a cargo office that you'll be able to get missions there, you'll be able to get gear from. The whole floor is very industrial feeling. There's cargo movement, there's a lot of shipping stuff going on. There is a massive cargo control tower and a load of workers moving around. These places are going to be typically quite busy. They take a pedestrian elevator down further. The distance the elevator takes you to the sort of next floor is going to be different in every facility because they procedurally generate where the next floor is. So a facility will be built, but these rooms, they'll be at different heights effectively because, yeah, they go, well, actually, this is built several hundred meters further into the ground or whatever. What I'm saying is it could be some way down, quite some way down. We see a big cargo elevator too. So these are different from the little pedestrian ones because these are much more automated. They'll just be moving up and down as and when, and you could take these elevators down as well, potentially even bring a vehicle on them, but the pedestrian elevators are smaller, and I think they can actually be called back and forth, so they're more manual. We are now at the bottom of the elevator room. Again, a massive area, a control tower there. There's access to loads of different travel paths and wings of the facility, so lots of different sort of tunnels that you can go down. It's kind of a travel hub area. They go through one of the doors. There's a security checkpoint there. You'll require the right credentials to get past these security points. You might get scanned before passing through. If you don't have the correct clearance, you might have to take an alternative route. And there are vents and pipes and other things that you could use to circumvent that checkpoint. So stealth, very much an option. Just alternate routes, very much an option. I suppose you could fight your way through as well. This white box phase allows them to improve and iterate on their plans for underground facilities before they sort of go to the next phase. They showed a smaller connecting room that's mostly rock, but sort of like just a little area to connect two rooms or tunnels together. There are little side tunnels as well for maintenance, which they didn't show exactly where they went, probably because they're not finished those areas yet, or they haven't got into a stage of the white box where they want to show them yet. They've got massive main doors that connect each of the modular rooms and tunnels. You'll be able to navigate between these rooms with signs that appear at the entrances of each of these tunnels. So there's a lot of other potential content as well. They showed us some like control points. You might have bridges that you could retract and go across. There's some quite big drops, so be careful. But yeah, there's a lot of interaction you could potentially have in these areas. You might have to get security access for a door. Doors might open only temporarily. Things like that is the sort of stuff I envision. There are going to be a lot of alternate routes around these facilities for sneaking, or just, you know, going the scenic route, or for maybe if you are doing races or whatever around these areas, some sort of weird drag race around these underground facilities. They showed a big warehouse area, lots of large cargo containers and loading equipment, cranes, forklifts. There are 17 modular rooms, each of which will have 2 overlays, so there's going to be a load of content even for that initial release. You'll see these on Pyro, Stanton and beyond. Just with the sheer amount of gameplay space added, you can imagine the potential for gameplay here. These large cargo elevators and tunnels potentially allowing for vehicles to drive around them as well. You could connect them to other facilities. You could steal or retrieve a load of cargo, or a specific item maybe as a mission. Maybe you have to rough up a worker that owes a debt because of gambling sort of debts or whatever. Maybe you are trying to retrieve data on where an item is from a computer in a facility. There could be an attack, and you're called in to deal with outlaws that have taken hostages. The possibilities for these large but controlled spaces are as expansive as they are. These appear to be the focus of Cloud Imperium currently, and the EU Sandbox 2 team, so it looks like they're trying to take them all the way to release in one go if possible. We don't have a hard date yet for when that first iteration that will be in our hands will be, but it could be something that we see in game early next year, maybe, at my guesstimate. It's all part of an ongoing process to make Star Citizen's universe more content-filled, but what do you think? Are you excited to see these points of interest, and that they've made quite a good amount of progress since CitizenCon? When do you think we'll see them in-game? Are you concerned that they might reallocate devs before they've sort of got to a phase where they're near completed, and they could be like left in limbo? What gameplay do you hope that they have for them? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Time for some shilling. The Tobii Eye Tracker 5 is on sale again until the 6th of March. This gives you native high-precision head and eye tracking in Star Citizen. Very cool for general immersion, for combat both in ship or on foot. They are absolutely fantastic pieces of kit, and both Zin and I have one. Use the links below to grab one for 15% off, or to find out more. It's 2023. There's no need for a VPN like NordVPN, right? In the modern era. Wrong. What's this? A Silent Hill styled ad? No, due to copyright, it's actually a Quiet Mound ad. But that siren means that someone's got my browsing data and hacked all my sanity away at Starbucks. Oh no, that guy's got a triangle on his head. Ah! I've never had a Silent Hill incident while using nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. By God, can you risk not having it? Well, probably, but why take the chance? NordVPN can help you access more content on the internet from more countries in a safer and more private way. It's an essential tool in your arsenal in 2023 against legally distinct triangle head. Check out the links below for one hell of a deal. Every month we have a ship giveaway. For March, we are giving away an Argo Raft, the mighty little hauler that could. Soon, it should be able to make use of its 32 SCU cargo boxes, but in Alpha 3.18, it's going to have to make you some serious Alpha UEC from cargo hauling. It also comes with a game package and lifetime insurance, all you need to get started in your Star Citizen career. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting the channel. Please consider becoming a YouTube member with the join button under our videos, or using the links below Patreon. It really goes the extra mile to support us making daily content for Star Citizen. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe, and share it with your space friends. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the verse.